Hey guys, welcome back to Florida-Patriot. Today I want to do something a little bit different. Today I want to share the tips and tricks and do's and don'ts of the gun show business that I've learned over the past few years and share them with you guys. So stick around. Let's get into it. So it's no secret that I've been to many gun shows in the past few years, and in today's video I want to share with you guys some of those secrets that I've learned along the way. Not just secrets, but like I mentioned earlier, some of the do's and don'ts of the gun show business. Now the first secret I'm going to tell you guys is probably going to blow your mind, because if you're going to a gun show to find a good deal on your next Freedom Stick, you need to be the first one through the door as soon as the door opens on what? Day number one. And even by doing so, you are not guaranteed to find any deals at the gun show, and the reason might actually surprise you. The reason is because the gun shows are set up a day before or maybe the night before the gun show even opens to the public. So think about who's inside the gun show if the public's not in there. It's all the vendors. They are all located inside the gun show and they have already set up all their tables. But another thing that they're doing, they're buying up all the deals from each other before the public has even made it to the gun show. They're either buying it for their own personal collection or they're buying it to flip it for a profit at their table. This is something that most people don't know, but I'm here to tell you that it happens at every single gun show, every single time. Doesn't matter where it is, every gun show, every time this happens. The second thing I'm going to mention is that if you're looking to sell your Freedom Stick and you think it's a great idea to bring your Freedom Stick to the gun show thinking you're going to get 100% value for that Freedom Stick, I'm here to tell you, I'm sorry buddy, but you're dead wrong. Think of it like this: when you go to a pawn shop to pawn whatever item you have, right? You walk in, you ask, hey, I want X amount of money for this. They are not going to give it to you. Matter of fact, they're not going to give you 100% value for whatever item you're trying to sell. It's the same thing at the gun show. They are not going to give you 100% value for whatever Freedom Stick that you bring in. They are looking to buy low so they can sell high and turn a profit. And again, there's nothing wrong with that, just so long as you don't fall victim to it. Now, there is a way that you could sell your Freedom Stick at the gun show and make a decent amount of money, make a decent amount of profit. And the way to do that, if you bring it to the gun show and sell it to a private individual, a private sale, that's how you're going to make the most amount of money. You have a better chance of selling your Freedom Stick to a private individual, a private citizen, than you do selling your Freedom Stick to one of the gun show vendors at the show. Now, of course, that goes without saying that if you're in a free state such as Florida and you have no issue selling privately to another individual, as long as they are a resident of that same state, then do it. But if you're in a state that is controlled by communists, I don't know, let's say California, I would recommend that you check all of your local and state laws before you attempt to sell anything to anybody. Keep in mind that it is against the law to sell your Freedom Stick to an individual who does not reside in the same state as you. So if you go to the gun show to sell your Freedom Stick, and let's say you live in Florida and you find a private citizen at the gun show who is willing to pay your asking price for your Freedom Stick, but they are not a resident of the same state as you, you are most likely committing a crime. So again, check your laws in your state or your county before you sell a Freedom Stick to anybody, and it's always a good idea to check their ID as well and have a bill of sale filled out by both parties, just in case. Now, the third thing I'm gonna tell you guys is that you should never, ever never sell your Freedom Stick to the first person who makes an offer to you at the gun show, especially if that first person who makes the offer, especially if they're located right inside the door. So you walk in the front door, you pay your fee, and then bam, Joe blows in your face saying, hey, can I buy that Freedom Stick that's on your shoulder? And the reason is because the people at the front of the gun shows, even though they look like your everyday citizens, they're dressed in, jeans and a t-shirt, maybe an Olight t-shirt, who knows? They are not everyday citizens. They are actually working for the gun show vendors, looking to see if they can buy these Freedom Sticks before anybody else has an attempt to buy the Freedom Stick as the customer's walking through the front door. They are trying to get first dibs on whatever people are bringing to the gun show to sell privately. And of course, the offer that they give you is going to be a lowball offer. It's not going to be a great offer. So with that being said, it is highly recommended that if you are bringing your Freedom Stick to the gun show to sell, either privately or to a gun show vendor, know what the value of your Freedom Stick is before you even make the drive to the gun show. And if you do that, you're more than likely not going to get ripped off, because most people don't know this, but the value of your Freedom Stick is not like a vehicle where it depreciates quickly over time. The value of your Freedom Stick can actually go up dramatically depending on what is happening in real time around the world or politics or even around the country, right? That can have a huge effect on the price of your Freedom Stick. And the last little secret I want to share with you guys is that I've come across many vendors in the past years who are willing to make a deal on the Freedom Sticks or their Freedom Seeds that they're selling towards the last day and the last hour of their gun show. And the reason is because they spend a lot of time and they spend a lot of money setting up for the gun show, and the last thing they want to do is bring all the product back to the shop and not sell it. So they're more willing to discount their products that they're selling to a more reasonable price to make a little bit of profit instead of loading their truck back up with all the product just to send it back to the shop and not make any profit on it. I'm not saying every vendor is like this, but I have personally saved a lot of money by doing this, especially with ammo, because I know what a good price is for many different calibers out there, and I know what a horrendous price is when I see it. I always negotiate because most gun show vendors are asking a ridiculous price for their ammo. Most of them, except PJ's Armory. He never does. But the closer to the end of the gun show is when they are more likely to bring the price down closer to reality than what they were trying to charge over the past few days. So again, you have a better chance of getting your item at a better price and the closer it is to the end of the gun show than you do than let's say the first day or two of the gun show. Alright guys, I hope you guys learned something on this video, and if you did, if you could show your support by hitting that like button down below, and if you enjoy this video and you want to see more of them in the future, show your support and hit that subscribe button down below as well. Guys, I appreciate every single one of you. I truly appreciate you. Thank you for watching this video to the very end. My name is Andre with Florida-Patriot, and I will see you at the next gun show. Take care, guys.